The internet can be a place for like incredible negativity, and especially in the comments. Do you deal with that at all? Today we're talking with Stiles, YouTube yoga star extraordinaire.
Thanks for having me.
So, are you ready?
Great, let's get started.
Okay, so tell us how you got started on YouTube.
Okay, cool.
I'm just going to follow you.
Okay, cool. We can start in a warrior too. That'll be fun.
Okay.
Okay, so for YouTube, basically I was modeling when I first came to New York. It was a great way to make money. I had no idea I was qualified for the job, but I took it. It was
You're
great.
Pretty qualified.
It was okay. And I did mostly commercial stuff, and I was with Ford, the agency, and they decided to start a YouTube page, and I said, well, hey, I'm goofy, I can do some videos, and they wanted to do mostly kind of like modeling, makeup stuff, and I said, I think kind of goofy yoga would be a good idea, like yoga you can do on the couch, and yoga for guys, and all this stuff, and they got 20 million views pretty quickly, and I said, wait a minute, I think I can do this on my own.
When was that? How long ago was it?
So I started my own page pretty much right away. The Ford stuff was in 2007, so pretty much right when YouTube started, and then I started my own page pretty much a couple weeks after.
And when did the studio come into play?
I was teaching friends and people one-on-one, and yoga was something I grew up doing, but I never knew it could be a job. I never knew it could be a great job or even a great career until I saw all of the people and how they were really connecting with the YouTube page. Yoga was kind of a field that was a little bit sleepy and just a little bit slow. And my attitude was more fun and more easygoing and just something that anybody could do. So people really gravitated toward that.
And why, of all social media, it seems like you put much more focus into YouTube. I mean, you're on Twitter, you're on Facebook, but those don't seem to be your focus. What does YouTube do for you that the others don't?
I think I've really loved YouTube because it's just such a nice way to connect with people that are really all over the world. I mean, there's no barrier. I think, I've met people in China in person, and they're the only people that I've ever met that don't have access to the YouTube. So, wherever I go, my books get translated in different languages. And for instance, I went to the Netherlands, and 500 people showed up for a talk that I did, and I just asked a lot of them, like, I know you read the books, but what else do you look at? And they all said YouTube. So I think it's just a really fun way for all of us to connect and have conversations in the comments and things like that. So yeah, it's much more of a a personal community feel than I think.
Because of the visual element, maybe?
Yeah, the visual, and then people make video responses, and people just feel connected to it, I think. And I always saw the internet as not a one-way thing. It's kind of like the anti-television, so you have to have a conversation with people, and I've always liked to have a conversation with people. I mean, this is fun too.
What seems to resonate with your viewers?
I think people love things that feel personal, so I've started doing, since Google bought YouTube, I have a channel on Live Strong Women, and people love that because it's like super professional, and there's like, a big Hollywood pool and all that, and those get a lot of views. I mean, they have a lot of advertising dollars to promote that. But with mine, people love the personal stuff. I mean, they love when I'm just at home with my camera making a video, or like here at the studio between classes. And I've played around with like hiring professional crews to shoot the stuff, and they're like, hey, we like your stuff, it's just you better.
Really, it does better.
Yeah, it's interesting. When I've been doing all this stuff, I haven't really thought a ton about like strategy, like, oh, I'm gonna upload 3 yoga videos that have to do with a certain topic every week. I've more just been sharing my life and seeing how that unfolds. So, I've been getting really into like knitting and cooking, and my next book will be in yoga philosophy and not knitting, but the food element and nutrition and things like that. So, I think it's important to, especially when you talk about yoga, just the poses. There's only, I have like hundreds of videos now. There's only so many videos you can do with, the warrior one.
Right.
Or the squeeze of the knee.
So it's like it becomes the lifestyle.
Yeah, it becomes much more a lifestyle. And
here we go. The internet can be a place for like incredible negativity, and especially in the comments. Do you deal with that at all? Do you have to deal with that?
I don't have to deal with it. I leave my comments open. I think it's sort of self-regulating. There's so many people that love the videos that, you know, if there's one person in there who's saying something negative, that person gets shot down by all of the hardcore people.
Right. I'm gonna ask you to show a hidden talent, but before that, you have to show how you can like stand on your hands and stuff, which I can't even attempt to do.
It's like, it's all what you practice, you know, if I get to do this every day, so, you know, I'm lucky.
It looks hard to me.
It's not that hard. Just breathing and moving. You can do it!
I don't know if you can. You have a hidden talent for us? I mean, I do feel like incredibly dumb asking you that.
No.
But let's see, what is your hidden talent? What does nobody know that you can do?
Well, people know that I'm still a beginner at knitting, so there's that. I can juggle, which is pretty exciting.
Can you juggle
I can juggle
something
three
for us?
things. Maybe I can probably juggle some yoga blocks.
Okay.
We'll see if I can do it. I don't know. It's been a while. I learned it in 3rd grade gym class.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see if I can do it. I don't know if I can. Oh, these are pretty big. Okay, here we go.
That's pretty
Epic
good.
fail. One more shot.
right,
Let's
try,
see if I can do it. Okay. The things that you'll do on the internet. Okay, here we go. Okay, brother. It's much easier with round objects that are small.
I think that's pretty great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Advanced Search. Thank you so much to Tara Stiles for joining us.
Thank
it was
you.
really fun.
Super fun.
If you're interested in seeing very good professional yoga, you should check out Tara's site on YouTube. And if you like what we're doing here, please subscribe to the Wall Street Journal's channel. Dave, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You have over 300 million views. How'd that happen? Today on Advanced Search, we're talking to Sonia Gill, creator and star of Sonia's Travels, a YouTube channel with more than 600,000 video views.